So today we stocked a very unique and special cutthroat trout into a fishless section of Newlin Creek.
Look at them go. Cool, right?
Absolutely.
Here's how it went down.
These fish are from eggs that we spawned this spring.
Raised in a hatchery for this exact reason, to be redispersed into the Colorado environment. Ooh, that's cold. But to do that, they have to be transported, apparently in bags.
Each bag has 1 gallon of water, 1 cup of ice, and then we fill the rest of the bag with oxygen.
Those bags then go into other, bigger bags.
So they are double bagged.
For more transport.
How often do you guys hike fish down to a creek?
Over the course of a year, this isn't something that's uncommon.
But before putting the fish into their new creek home just down the way,
I'm gonna go get one of those guys to bring a bag down.
they have to do some checks.
So right now we're checking the temperature and the pH of the water in the creek, and then we're gonna check the temperature of the water in the bag as well to make sure they're close enough so we can stock these fish out and know that they'll be healthy.
And now,
Is that bag of fish heavy?
with everything in order,
Actually, our temperatures are only 2 degrees apart.
it's go time. But that's just the first scoop, just a couple dozen out of about 900. But they can't all go in at the same place.
We're gonna work our way up along the creek, just stocking a few fish at a time.
So it's time to hike.
All right, I'll follow you.
Okay.
On the road, there's nothing to do but walk
I hear a sloshing from the backpack.
and talk.
They'll be fine in there with a little bit of sloshing around.
The first question up, why are we hiking these fish to this place?
Well, we had a major wildfire in 2016 right on top of this identified unique population of cutthroat trout.
Unique here meaning that as far as CPW is concerned, these fish can't be found anywhere else.
This was the only known population.
So CPW swooped in.
We removed what we thought was about half of the population, and we left half with the chance that they may be able to persist.
But unfortunately, heavy rains on the burn scar led to disaster for the fish that remain.
Ash flow, debris flow, and since that time, we have been unable to find any of those cutthroat trout in that one population that we knew about.
So these and those in the hatchery are it.
Absolutely.
And this
We're gonna beat it over these trees over here.
is the first stop.
A little bit of off-roading.
It's more of a fish adventure now.
A little more exciting.
All right, time to unpack our bag, empty that bucket, and let our first fish friends go.
Alrighty, good habitat, good area for these guys to spread out.
Back on the road,
Looking for more good pool habitat like that.
time to find out some goals.
The goal today is to finish the shoot without getting completely soaked. I'm not doing well.
The goal right now is to get these fish out into maybe 3 or 5 different stream systems.
And this is the first stream system to be populated. And the why of here and now can be explained by wanting to spread these trout out.
In the event of any catastrophic natural event like a wildfire or flood, if we lose one of those populations, we haven't lost the unique genetics as a whole.
Time for the next stop.
Oh, sacrifice the wetness of the pants.
I'm already soaked. Pretty nice spot to hang out for fish.
On the road again.
Ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's talk big picture for this project that's already been going for 2.5 years now.
The goal is just to have more miles, more wild native fish populations in our state. And piece by piece, we're trying to make that happen.
All right, what drop number is this? 3, 4?
Yeah, this is our 3rd drop zone so far.
And the drop is at a grotto, maybe a small cave,
What's the proper word? Cranny?
a sweet swimming hole, regardless of name.
Fish coming in.
Time to wrap it all up. Now earlier, it was said that the area was made fishless.
Correct. Before coming in and actually putting these fish in today, we took some time and did what's called a reclamation project, where we came in and removed all the fish that were present prior, so that we knew that this was a fishless environment. So when we put these cutthroats in, they wouldn't have any other species to compete with.
And while my camera might have been trained on Mike for our fish hiking adventure,
Certainly not turning out to be a normal day at the office.
it took a village, a small army of biologists, and dedicated CPW staff to save these fish.
An effort like this isn't just one biologist, that's for sure.
And finally,
These are the last of the fish, and we're gonna put them in this nice pond habitat.
The job is done, the fish are in the pond, and we're away.
but for this group, for this hover of trout, fun trivia term, it's all just getting started and looking to go swimmingly.
We got the fish out, they all looked happy and healthy, so that was the goal.
Of course, there will be checkups.
These fish are gonna be on their own, and we'll be checking back on them year after year to see how they're doing.
But for the most part, like a wise surgeon fish from an animated Pixar movie once said, they'll just have to keep swimming and, of course, repopulating. That's a given.
Where are we going next?